This is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
Hey guys, it's me, Travis with PlayerProps.ai, and this is what we're locking in for the Wednesday NBA games. Now, quick recap, we haven't done much of anything this week because on Monday we featured player was Michael Porter Jr. got scratched. The other player that we were looking at in that Monday show, Austin Reeves, did hit his line yesterday. If you actually paid attention to the words coming out of my mouth, we said that Cat under points was in play as long as Miles Turner was playing. We showed you that he was yellow GTD, which means he's a 50% chance of playing, and to keep your eyes peeled on his status prior to locking that in. Luckily for us, Miles Turner, well, I guess luckily for us in terms of getting a heads up, Miles Turner was ruled out like 2 hours before tip-off, so of course we did not go with Cat under, and he easily went over by a lot, which is exactly what we said was going to happen because Miles Turner is the best centered defender on that team by a mile. So we didn't really have anything yesterday because we didn't play the Cat play. I saw a few people, very few people, but a few people anyway, were like, oh man, Cat went over. And I was like, what are you talking about? We said pay attention to Miles Turner. And what I've already realized months ago is there's so many of you that are fast forwarding to the end. You're probably actually not even hearing me say this right now because you've skipped the entire intro. But it's essentially you're walking into a bear trap. You're fast forward to the end and all you see is Cat under, cool, I'm gonna do that. And then you do that and then you complain about it. And then you don't understand that in the beginning part we are saying if Miles Turner plays, play under. If he doesn't, you don't want to do that. So congratulations, you played yourself if you just fast forward to the end and didn't hear the grits and the gravy of what exactly we're doing as a community. So we didn't have anything official for yesterday on the show, but if you've been paying attention to the TikTok play of the day, Ben is on a crazy win streak as well. He did drop a play that did not get scratched, so he is, I think, he's on a seven-day win streak right now. So make sure you're following all of our social media channels because we're doing plays on all of them. We're not just taking this play and copy and pasting. Every social media channel has its own unique play. So make sure you are following them and you're subscribed to this YouTube channel. That being said, let's hope to find something today that doesn't get scratched or voided or whatever it may be. We're gonna hopefully find something that's not injury based. That's the goal. So let's see what we got here. We're on points as we always are. We're going to go to 15 like we always do. We're going to go to 50, same old, click apply filters. And look who's up here at the top. Austin Reeves, who we looked at on Monday. We were not 100% sure if we really liked him with Luka and LeBron playing, but it looks like, I mean, he didn't score like a ton of points, but he scored enough points to cover. Let me see what he did. Monday, yeah, so I think his line was like 18.5 or 19.5. He scored 22, so he not decently, but barely covered that line. Coming off of his game last week where he scored 45 points on 41 minutes. The AI is saying that his 5-game hit streak of hitting 19.5 points, 20 points or more, is going to continue. It's saying he's got a 25 projection. The sports books are favoring the over. His accuracy through 73 games recorded from the AI has been correct on determining which side he's going to go on his point line 63.3% of the time, 67% head-to-head. Hasn't really done great this season, 39 overall on this line, but he is heating up. His last game was 2 days ago, so he's versing the same team as 2 days ago when he scored 22 points, but actually, no, the 10th was that Luka game. Okay, so he's versing the exact same team. So he just scored 22 points. Here, scroll up. Sometimes I forget where it shows up in the video. 5 games in a row, he's versing the same team he just got 22 against. Luka was not limited in time. LeBron wasn't limited in time. He himself, Austin wasn't limited time. You see he had 32 minutes. He only had one personal foul the entire game. He only put up 10 shots. He made 6 of them, but it looks like there was a lot of three-pointers and free throws baked in to go from 6 field goals to 22 points. And then, of course, this little sexy rating up here, Utah versing players playing out of the shooting guard, out of the 2-spot position, 136th worst out of 150 rankings. Everything on this points to him continuing his 20-point win streak, or 20-point hit streak for like actually scoring points. Let me see. I didn't check who was right below him, but if you see, so he does have a GTD, which again, I explained this yesterday for the people that didn't fast forward like dum-dums. The GTD is game time decision. What we've done is we've actually color coded it so you know they're not just a game time decision. What's the likelihood of them playing? Green is the same thing in NFL you see with the P for probable. It's a 75% chance of playing. Yellow is the same thing as a Q for NFL, questionable, 50% chance of playing. And then a red GTD is the same thing as doubtful in the NFL, a 25% chance of playing. So all things are pointing to Austin Reaves playing this game and versing the exact same team he just versed. These teams are going to try to focus on LeBron and Luka, and it's the same thing in NFL when you have a Saquon Barkley, all-star running back. They load the box. You got to put 8 people in the box, which means you only have 3 defenders on possibly 4 receivers, and so it lets other people get opportunities. So I feel like that's what the Lakers' offense is going to become here with LeBron and Luka, where Austin Reaves is going to be able to get 20 points a game because everybody's focused on stopping those two. It's funny also that Michael Porter Jr. is the second best option here. The only thing I don't like is that the books don't side with it. The books are favoring the under. They're giving the over a plus 100. But it is interesting that the two of the people that we've already been looking at this week are still up top. The AI still likes them. But I think because there's a bigger gap and the sportsbooks are favoring the over, I think the 19.5 line is what we're looking at. So what we do now, before we officially lock that in, is we go to our handy-dandy player props comparison. So it looks like the other books haven't loaded in yet for this morning. They'll be up there shortly. But what am I looking for? Where's the game? Lakers, Jazz. So yeah, his line's at 19.5 on both. Since we're going over, you want to do it on FanDuel because you see FanDuel how it's highlighted green here. That means that FanDuel pays you more than any other book. So at minus 111, you're making more money if he gets 20 points than if you bet on DraftKings at minus 120. And the only way to win long-term in sports betting is to shop for the best line. And then also, if they have equal lines like these two do for this, shop for the best odds. If you set yourself up to get paid the most when things that you're saying go right, that's how you become a long-term winning bettor. If you just stay on one sportsbook the entire time and don't shift around and you just focus on one, you're leaving hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars on the table over the course of a year because you're not trying to get paid the most. That's like, the comparison would be like your job. So let's say you have a job at this one company. This one company pays you $15 an hour. Doing the exact same job, the exact same effort at a different company will pay you $20 an hour. But you're like, I kind of just only want to focus on this one company and not focus on this other company. Wouldn't you always go to where pays you more? That's like the job security. Like if job security was an issue or any of that stuff, always focus on who pays you more when it comes to sports betting and then the job stuff as well. Anyway, that tangent's over. That's what we're locking in for this. Hopefully you didn't fast forward all the way to the end and you heard all the stuff we said in the beginning and in the middle, so you don't shoot yourself in the foot like you did yesterday. Like I said, we didn't play Cat because of Miles Turner being ruled out 2 hours before tip-off. But this is what we're locking in today, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you practice proper bankroll management. Good luck, and we will see you for tomorrow's show.